Does the idea of seeing yourself and your life as art feel like you have to achieve a certain level of beauty and perfection? Does it make you imagine living in a fashion editorial magazine spread where you are always perfectly poised and living the bohemian artist life and embodying grace and romanticizing every moment? And maybe that all sounds wonderful. Maybe you could use more of that in your own life. But honestly, for that to be your entire goal, it feels like yet another impossible standard. And deep down, you're exhausted. Because for so long, you've held yourself to the impossible standard of being ideal for everyone around you, and you are burnt out. Even if you've never considered yourself to be a perfectionist, you've been unknowingly trying to be perfect in the eyes of others. Being perfectly lovable, perfectly acceptable and accommodating, perfect in never being a burden, perfect in always putting other people first. But perfectionism is an extreme that forces you to live within the box of everyone else's thoughts and feelings, and you lose the freedom to be true to yourself. And when you think about the art and artists you love, they're not actually living a perfect and beautiful life every second of the day. In fact, the reason why you respect and admire them is because they are not ashamed of who they are. Their unmistakable artistry comes directly from owning their weird quirks, their shadows and imperfections, their unconventional philosophies, their unusual way of seeing and being in the world. And you love that they embody the freedom that shows that it's not only okay to express yourself in an outwardly creative way, but that it's also okay to feel so at home within yourself that you can take all the ways in which you don't fit in and make it so acceptable and even favorable to be exactly who you are inside, that your very existence conveys a deeper message to the world. And this message is, you don't have to be other people's idea of perfect in order to be loved, to love yourself, and to bring good into the world. So, what if seeing yourself and your life as art is to think outside the box of trying to be what your partner, your family, your friends, society, and random strangers on the street most want? And to see that the ultimate form of self-expression is to fully own your unconventionality, your true values, your own soul's desires, and the things you were told are imperfections, and to use all of that to create a high standard for who you truly want to be. Instead of having an ideal self to strive towards that is based on self-judgment and conformity, you instead strive towards a self-created ideal self that is built out of self-love and upon the inner truth of who you really are. Because to be art is to embody what you deeply believe art is, which is to think outside the box about yourself and to do it from a place of love and inspiration. To see yourself as both the artist and the art form is to treat how you think about and regard yourself as your deeper message to the world. And this message is, you don't have to be other people's idea of perfect in order to be loved, to love yourself, and to bring good into the world.